Cryptominer. Most computer viruses are designed to destroy system files, but a cryptominer is a type of virus or malware that is designed to use your computer's resources to mine cryptocurrency for hackers. It utilizes your GPU or CPU to its full capacity and runs in the background as long as your PC stays powered on with an internet connection. A cryptominer is designed to be invisible and usually comes bundled with software from untrusted websites. It hides behind background processes with names that look completely legitimate. An infected system uses 60, 70, or even 80% of CPU with nothing open. A tech-savvy person can spot that in a minute. But everyday users with limited technical knowledge almost always fall for it. Open Task Manager right now and check. If your CPU or GPU is unusually busy doing nothing, something suspicious is running. Grab Malwarebytes. The free version is enough. Run it alongside Windows Defender. And between the two of them, you'll catch most things that don't belong on your machine. Startup programs. Every time you turn on your PC, Windows secretly launches every app that appears on the Windows startup list. Over time, it grows with every new install, and in most cases, users have no idea that any such list even exists. Each app on the list grabs a chunk of your RAM and CPU right from boot. So by the time you actually sit down to use your PC, it's already exhausted before you've touched anything. The fix is simple. Press Ctrl-Shift plus Escape to open Task Manager, head to the Startup tab, and you'll see everything launching at boot along with its startup impact, low, medium, or high. Disable anything high impact that you don't immediately need. You're not deleting anything, just stopping it from auto-launching. You will be genuinely shocked at how much faster your PC boots after doing this one thing. Throttling. When your CPU gets too hot, it deliberately slows itself down to reduce heat and avoid damage. This is called thermal throttling. In result, your PC or laptop becomes sluggish. This happens constantly in laptops placed on beds or sofas where the bottom vents are completely suffocated. However, it's not the only reason. Weak system fans, clogged air vents, and dried-out thermal paste are also common causes of thermal throttling. Although it occurs mostly in laptops, desktop computers aren't immune either. You can actually check your temperatures for free using a tool called HW Monitor. If your CPU is hitting 85 to 90 degrees Celsius just doing normal tasks, thermal throttling is already happening. Fix your airflow, clean your vents, or grab a cooling pad for your laptop and watch your performance come back to life. Corrupt drivers. Drivers are the software that lets Windows communicate with your hardware. When they're outdated or corrupted, things go wrong in ways that are really hard to diagnose because there's no obvious error message. Your PC just feels slower, glitchier, and unstable. GPU drivers are a big one. An outdated graphics driver can cause stuttering, slow video playback, and degraded performance even outside of games. Network drivers are another sneaky culprit. A corrupted network driver can make your internet feel sluggish even when your router is perfectly fine. Open Device Manager from the Start menu and look for anything with a yellow exclamation mark. That's Windows flagging a problem. For GPU drivers specifically, skip Windows Update and go directly to NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel's website for the latest version. Keeping drivers current is basic maintenance that most people completely forget about. Power plan. Windows has power plans that control how hard your CPU is allowed to work, and if you're on the wrong one, your processor might literally be running at half speed just because of a setting. The two biggest offenders are battery saver and balanced mode. Battery saver is the worst. It aggressively limits your CPU performance to stretch battery life, which makes sense on a plane, but makes zero sense when you're sitting at your desk plugged into the wall. Balanced mode is better, but still holds your CPU back during light tasks, which can cause annoying lag when switching between apps. Go to Power Settings in the Start menu and switch to High Performance. If you're on a laptop and worried about battery, just switch back when you're unplugged. It takes 2 seconds and the performance difference is very real. Hard drive. If you're still running Windows on a traditional hard disk drive, this is your biggest performance bottleneck, and no amount of cleanup or tweaking will fully fix it. Because hard disk has actual spinning mechanical platters inside and a physical needle that moves around to read data. This mechanical movement limits how fast data can be transferred. An SSD has 0 moving parts. It reads and stores data electronically, which makes it dramatically faster. We're talking boot times dropping from 2 minutes down to 10 seconds. Apps that used to take forever to open launching almost instantly. The difference isn't subtle, it feels like a completely different machine. SSDs have also become incredibly affordable. If you haven't made the switch yet, nothing on this list will give you a bigger improvement for the money. Low memory. Every software and program on your computer temporarily lives in RAM while it's running. And when you run out of RAM, Windows gets creative in the worst possible way. It starts using your storage drive as backup RAM, a feature called a page file. The problem is your storage drive is nowhere near as fast as actual RAM, so everything slows to a crawl. You'll notice it as that horrible freezing, stuttering feeling when you're switching between apps or have too many tabs open. 8 gigabytes of RAM is the absolute bare minimum in 2026, and even that gets tight quickly. 16 gigabytes is the sweet spot for most people. If you're still on 4 gigabytes, your PC isn't slow because it's old. It's slow because it's genuinely running out of space to think. Dust. Over time, dust accumulates inside your PC and coats everything. When airflow gets blocked, temperatures rise, and as we already covered, high temperatures mean thermal throttling and slow performance. But there's another layer to this. Thermal paste is the gray compound that sits between your CPU and its cooler, and its job is to transfer heat efficiently. Fresh thermal paste works great, but after 2 or 3 years, it dries out, cracks, and becomes much less effective at doing its job. The result is higher CPU temperatures, even with a clean, functioning cooler. It's a good habit to blast your PC with compressed air every 6 months. I do it every month since I live in a dusty environment. For thermal paste, reapplying it sounds intimidating, but it's actually a straightforward process with plenty of tutorials online. Both together can drop your CPU temperatures by 15 to 20 degrees, which is enormous. Full storage. Windows actually needs free space just to function properly, and when it doesn't have it, performance takes a serious hit. Windows constantly creates temporary files, caches data, manages virtual memory, and processes updates. All of that requires breathing room on your storage drive. When your drive hits 90 to 95% capacity, Windows starts struggling to find space for all of this background work, and everything slows down as a result. The rule of thumb is to always keep at least 10 to 15% of your drive free. Start by running disk cleanup. Just search it in the Start menu. Then go through your Downloads folder, which is usually a graveyard of forgotten installers and files. Uninstall apps you haven't touched in months. And don't forget to empty the recycle bin. People leave gigabytes sitting in there without realizing it. And that's every reason your PC is crawling. Too many startups, a stuffed hard drive, outdated drivers, background bloat, and plain old dust. Fix those and you'll feel the difference. Like and subscribe for more speed tips. See you in the next one.